Hi, this is Tom Sior, the Fantasy Football Badass, with my FanDuel lineup for Week 9. Uh, okay, so let's see. Defense, I'm going with the New York Jets this week. They're at home against the Jaguars. Their Fitzpatrick is banged up, so I think the Jets are going to have to get a big game from their defense and Jacksonville sucks, so I think that's a good combination. All right, kicker. I'm going. I had no money left, so I'm going with Chris Boswell of the Steelers. Um, at home against Oakland. I expect the Steelers to put up a lot of points. Pittsburgh's a bad place to kick, but this guy Boswell, I don't think has missed a kick since he took over the job. It's only been a few games, but so like I said, I had no money left, so I'm just going with him. All right. So then my quarterback is, like I said, I like the Steelers this week, so I'm going with Big Ben Roethlisberger at home against the Oakland. Oakland traveling all the way east for a 1 o'clock game. Roethlisberger without Le'Veon Bell. I think they're going to throw it a little more, and the Raiders don't have a good pass defense, so going with Big Ben. All right, then my running back is Chris Ivory of the Jets. Like I said, the Jets, Ryan Fitzpatrick is banged up, so I'm going to think that they're going to try and play good defense and run the ball, and Ivory's been really good this year, and the Jackson defense, is the Jackson defense. All right, so now I'm gonna play a hunch here. I'm going with my other running back, C.J. Anderson of the Broncos at Indianapolis. Indianapolis doesn't have a good defense. I think Ronnie Hillman is still listed as the starter for this week, but he was banged up in the other game, and actually C.J. Anderson played better in the other game. So I'm just going to say that even though Ronnie Hillman's still listed as the starter, that he's still kind of banged up, and I think C.J. Anderson could have a good game against the Colts. You have to, especially in these tournaments and stuff, you have to try things a little differently. All right, and speaking of that, I'm going a little differently here too at tight end. I'm going with Austin Seferian-Jenkins of the Buccaneers at home against the Giants. The Giants are really their defense isn't too good, as you know. The Saints threw for 7 touchdowns against them last week, so. And then they're really bad against the tight end as well. Now, Seferian-Jenkins is listed as questionable, but he practiced like Friday, and I think he's going to play. But you have to check. You have to check and make sure. But I like him this week. Then I'm going to stay in that game for one of my wide receivers. I'm going to go with Odell Beckham Jr. He's had he's been, since he's come in the league, really, he's had one of the greatest starts to a career of anybody. And last week he had a great game, 3 touchdown passes. Probably can't do that again this week, but, against Tampa Bay, not a good defense. Usually that's where the Giants do well against, is against bad defenses. So I'm going to go with Odell Beckham Jr. Then my other wide receiver here is Alshon Jeffrey. Basically, if you look here, I think he's even got more fantasy points per game than Odell Beckham Jr. He's been hurt a lot this year, but when he's played, he's done really well. The Bears are at San Diego, not a great defense. It's a Monday night game. So I like Alshon Jeffries again in that game. And then my last wide receiver is Martavis Bryant, who I'm stacking with Ben Roethlisberger. Like I said, I like the Pittsburgh offense this week. They're at home against Oakland, bad pass defense, and Martavius Bryant. I think he's played well. He was suspended for a few games. I think his points per game is the same as Odell Beckham Jr.'s here. So I'm going with Martavis Bryant. Actually, and he was actually ill at the end of the week there, but he should be fine. And that's my FanDuel lineup for this week. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them below, and good luck.